Welcome, friends. Happy Veterans Day. It's Thursday, November 11th. We are back to walking on eggshells in the sim, I'm sad to report. Took off from Bar Harbor a couple of days ago and it froze mid-flight. Took a break for a couple of days. And I'm off work today, so I'm giving it another try. We're flying from Bar Harbor, Maine to Burlington, Vermont. At least that's the plan. Ordered to descend to 14,000 feet, which we're leveling off right now at 14,000 feet. Should receive.
Descend and maintain 7,000 feet. Expect ILS runway tree approach via Mike Papa Victor transition. Clear to Mike Papa Victor.
Okay, we're cleared to MPV. Descended 7,000. Expect ILS 3330. Anyway, descend to 7,000, slow to 280. And anyway, I don't know if it's just going to freeze again. Expect some icing potentially here as we... Yep, there it is. Right on cue. How's that? Anyway, I don't know what the problem is as to why it's freezing. It is not crashing the desktop. It's just freezing. And it's just really aggravating. But we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed. Shallow water descent rate, 1,800 feet per minute. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I did update my NVIDIA drivers today, just before starting the sim. Then I rebooted the PC. But I can't identify what it is I'm doing that's causing the freeze-ups.
Speedbird 217 contact.
Speedbird, that's British Airways. Slow to 270. Weather in Burlington, 49 degrees and drizzle. Chance of light rain the next hour. Winds are out of the north-northeast, 5 miles an hour. We'll see what happens. Landing on the ILS runway 33. Frequency at ILS runway 33 is 110.3. We've already entered that in. Slow to 260. 11,000. Passing 11,000 feet now. Looks beautiful down there as long as it doesn't freeze up. Probably a little too green. I think it should be more orange, but they haven't implemented fall colors yet. 10,600, we'll slow to 250. 39 miles out, 10,400 feet. Shallow to 1,600 feet per minute. I'm hesitant to, bring up the VFR map or to go outside or whatever, just because it seems to... I don't know if that has anything to do with some of the issues. The act of engaging at one of those windows or clicking on a certain button. It's no fun having to worry about that. It really isn't. Especially because in my entire sim experience, I've had to deal with crashes to desktop before, regrettably, many times, but never just a freeze up. And I'm especially disappointed because SU6 had been so solid until the last few flights where I've been freezing up. It's very frustrating. Anyway, 34 miles out now, 8,900 feet. Will shallow out even more, down to 1,200 feet per minute. We'll slow to 235. It's basically a straight-in approach. 17-mile final, very long final approach, so that's good. I don't mind that at all. I'm not going to bring up the VFR map because I'm scared, but I'll zoom out here. You can kind of see what the plan is. BTV is Burlington. It's just a straight shot. Waypoints are 7,000 at Janud, which is right there. That waypoint. And then Niduk is 5,500. That'll be our next descent instruction. Then, assuming it doesn't freeze. Honib, that's 4,800 feet. And Ehiko, that last one right there, is 3,800 feet. From Ehiko right here to the airport is 9.8 nautical miles. VOR at Burlington is BTV right here, 28.5 miles out. BTV, as you can see here on the PFD, is not at the airport, but it's near it. So it's still useful navigational information. Slow to 220. And we'll get the landing gear alarm here as we come in over the, there it is, as we come in over the peaks here of Vermont. We're leveling out at 7,000. I'd expect a further descent instruction down to 5,500 momentarily. Slow to 210.
Boston Center, generic Foxtrot Tango Hotel 9046 is passing flight level 290.
Hopefully they don't stop talking to us.
Generic Foxtrot Tango Hotel 9046 Boston Center.
Janud coming up right there, you see? And at Janud we need to be at 7,000. So, and we are at 7,000. So we're where we need to be altitude-wise for now. Probably get a photogrammetry warning here. Bandwidth warning. Short order. We should be receiving further descent instructions if you ask me, but we'll stand by. See if it cooperates. Outside air temperature 0 degrees. 15 knot headwind coming from about our 10 o'clock. Not clear why we're not receiving further descent instructions. At this point, there's no cause for alarm because we're still within parameters in terms of our required altitude, the respective waypoint of Janud. But I will initiate the descent myself if I don't receive descent instructions shortly, and I'm going to anticipate being ordered to descend to 5,500. I did notice a missed radio call. They there it is, right on schedule. Beautiful. Anyway, earlier they'd claimed that they told me to begin descending, but they hadn't. There's some terrain out here, isn't there? Look at this. Look at that guy. Coming in right over this ridge line. There's the airport. Right there. Please don't freeze, please. Got the glide slope coming in. I'm going to shallow out our descent rate right here. I'm just about ready to grab it. Switch this over. Hope please don't freeze it. Okay, and then we'll switch to APPR. This should grab the glide slope as soon as that green diamond gets to the middle. It's 19 miles out. We'll slow to 200. Shallow out our descent rate. Try to encourage it to grab that glide slope right from under.
Cessna Tree Bravo, Whiskey contact Boston Center on 120.35. Good day.
All right, go over to Boston Center on approach.
120.35.
You say so.
Cessna Tree Bravo, Whiskey.
Hopefully it doesn't freeze. We should grab the glide slope
Boston Center, Cessna November,
any second.
34 Bravo, Whiskey is passing 6,100 feet.
If it doesn't freeze.
5,500 feet.
So showing 17 miles out. Passing over Nidec. Grabbed it. Grabbed it, perfect. Next descent instruction, which I'm going to ignore because we're on the glide slope, is 4,800, but it should fly that naturally since we're on the glide slope. So to 195. And then 190. Hope it doesn't freeze. Beautiful day. On the glide slope, though perfect. There's Honib.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey, you are 15 miles southeast of Burlington. Contact Burlington Tower on 118.3.
There's the tower handoff, 15 miles out. That's perfect.
Tower on 118.3 Cessna.
As long as it doesn't freeze, it's perfect.
Burlington Tower, Cessna November, Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey,
There's the
14
airport.
miles southeast inbound ILS
Right there.
runway Tree approach. Cessna November, Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey, Burlington Tower. Altimeter Tree 0.24 wind 142 at 5. Cleared ILS runway Tree approach.
Clear for the approach. ILS
Cessna
33
November, Tree
3
4
Whiskey.
Tree Bravo Whiskey, inbound ILS runway Tree approach.
I just did it. He's doing it again.
Tree 4 Tree
Okay.
Bravo Whiskey, Burlington Tower.
It's all right. I'll allow it.
Tree 0.24 wind 142 at 5.
142 at 5. Northeast. Wait, 142. East southeast. Huh. It's weird. Winds have changed. It's okay. It's another thing I don't mind. I'll deal with. All right. Well, We're going to go put a notches flaps down. Hopefully that doesn't freeze it or cause a bandwidth warning. Okay. Landing lights. Oh, God, that feeling of walking around on a trapdoor waiting for it to freeze is terrible. 9.9 miles out. So to 170. All right, well, it looks like there's an aircraft in front of us. Well, they've cleared us for ILS 33, but the winds appear to be like it's going to be a tailwind. So, see how that works out. So to 160. Yeah, somebody just landed. Oh boy, I'm sensing a. Wait! Wait, what are the winds now? 29 or 5 at 8. Oh boy. That's beautiful, though. Isn't that pretty? If it doesn't freeze. Passenger view. I have a passenger again, by the way, friends. My dog. He's flying with me, all 50 pounds of him. Assuming it doesn't freeze. Gear down. Cleared land, 3-3, 3 whiskey. Slow to our approach speeds 1-3-4, if you can believe it. Kind of slow. And we'll go full flaps, as long as it doesn't freeze. I got 2 whites, 2 reds on the poppies. Does appear that we're going to have a mild tailwind, not the end of the world. Zoom in 1 more notch, assuming it doesn't freeze. Please don't freeze, I'm begging you. We're down to 1, actually. 1 mile range on our MFD.
3 mile final, runway 33.
3 mile final. Looks fantastic. Auto throttle. Disconnect. Please don't freeze.
500.
Got our 500 call out from Betty, but not from the sim yet. Still showing us about 740 AGL. 800. Ground sloping down from us. Cars down there on the highway. No drizzle here in the sim. Okay, got 2 whites, 2 reds. Looking good. Autopilot, 2 seconds here. Now.
500.
Autopilot. Okay, I have the airplane. Two whites, 2 reds. Please don't freeze. Landed at Burlington once or twice before in the sim, but I think it was always on runway 15 coming in over the water. Okay, still 2 and 2, looking good. Airspeed's good. 14, 139, 138, 137, good. We got good numbers. Got a little offset threshold here. Runway 33 confirmed. Coming over the piano keys. Pretty butter. Spoilers are up. Reversers on. You've got a left exit coming up. All right. Well, it ended up not being a tailwind after all. The winds on the airfield in the sim appear to be out of the west. So we had a little goofiness there on the weather. But best part of this is we didn't freeze. Here's our left exit.
The tree Bravo whiskey turn next taxiway.
Well, there's a lot of light bulbs there.
Cessna tree Bravo whiskey contact ground on 126 decimal tree.
26.3 through whiskey.
126 decimal tree for Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Okay. All right. Welcome. That concludes this flight. 42 minutes. We started our takeoff roll out of Bar Harbor, Maine 42 minutes ago. And
Burlington Tower Endeavor 46.
I tell you, when it works, it's...
Southwest inbound ILS runway tree approach.
Oh, there's somebody else on final of runway 33.
Endeavor 466
Good, so we were on the right runway.
Altimeter tree 0
Let's go outside, bring in the spoilers.
Cleared ILS runway, tree approach.
Somebody else on final. Same runway we just landed on. Bring in our flaps.
Cleared ILS runway, tree approach, Endeavor 4668.
All right, friends. We'll contact ground, and we'll taxi to parking. Taxi to gates. Okay, I guess we're going to the gates.
Burlington ground, Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey taxi.
No option for
Cessna November
GA parking
343
at Burlington.
Bravo Whiskey taxi to gate 5 using taxiway Bravo.
Gate 5 it is. My dog and I will accept it.
Taxiing to gate 5 via taxiway Bravo Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Well, I don't know why. Sometimes it works flawlessly, basically flawlessly, like today. And other times, like on our last flight, it froze. I wish I could identify the common theme so that I could avoid it. You know what I mean? Whatever, if I'm doing something to cause it to freeze, I want to stop doing that. You know what I mean? So, but I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. There's gate 5. I'm gonna have to get some kind of ladder out to reach the jetway, though. This plane's big, but it ain't that big. There's our parking. Let's go back inside. Turn off our taxi light. And park. Dude, you better get out of that way, bro. There's our guy. He does not appear to be signaling us, however. Am I missing something? Well, I don't know. Should I be this way or should I be that way? I mean, I'd like to be this way, but there's a truck and a jetway and all sorts of things, and the box suggests I should be parked this way. Well, anyway, that's the least of my worries. Okay, right engine. And we'll kill a pitot-static, and we'll kill our remaining lights. Parking brake. And we already took care of our timer. Last time I couldn't shut it down. But there we are. Welcome to Burlington. It worked. Now, let's see what happens when I kill that left engine. Is it going to drop the logbook screen? It does this time. Okay. Anyway, KBHB, Bar Harbor to KBTV, Burlington, Vermont. 40 minutes and 42-second flight. So, that's good. By the way, I did check my logbook on the main setup page, and it does record everything. So even though it's not recording it on this screen, it has been recording all my takeoffs and landings and day and night and so forth. So anyway, welcome to Burlington, Vermont. I'm happy to be here. You know, I'm off today, as I mentioned, so I don't know. I might try to strike while the iron's hot. That is, while the sim is working in those rare instances, and fly off to Pennsylvania. Our next destination will fly. We flew over New Hampshire on this flight since we already landed there, and we'll fly over New York on the next flight since we already landed there, and that'll take us to Pennsylvania, which, if I'm not mistaken, will be our 23rd state in our ongoing 50-state tour. Thanks for joining us. Have a good day, and thanks to the veterans for their service and making it possible for me to sit here like a dope bitching about Flight Simulator. I hope everybody's doing okay. Bye-bye.